Biafra's going to our home. Biafra's going to our home. That is our promised land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. Them are killing innocent people. Them are killing innocent friends. Them are killing little children. Oh, yeah. Them are killing innocent people. Them are killing innocent friends. Them are killing little children. Oh, yeah. Biafra's going to our home. Biafra's going to our home. That is our promised land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. Listen to these songs, it's like ignorance. Listen to the voice, Mr. Hypocrite. No matter what you do, we are going home. Going to the land of the rising sun. Biafra's going to our home. Biafra's going to our home. That is our promised land now, where we came from. We are going there someday. We will get there someday. Over there. Over there. Over there. Over there. Over there. We are going over there. Over there. This is a clarion call from Edith of Fortune Zone 1 in Abia Province, in the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are in this platform for the restoration of Biafra because we are proud of the land of rising sun. Biafrans are blessed with natural resources, we are blessed with human resources, we are blessed with great technology, and so on and so forth. We never call for war, we never call for hatred, we never call for discrimination, but we call for peace, unity, love, freedom, which is our main goal. Biafra is an Asian nation which was earlier colonized by the British in the earlier 18th century. And Biafra nation has been foretold in the prophecies like Nostradamus hundreds back that a powerful prince will arise in the world at the trigger of the gun, that he will be the envy of other princes, and the other prince will try to subdue his arise, but all will be a failure to them. Biafra is an Asian nation that lies along the Atlantic Ocean of Africa with great potential of greatness. Biafra is a nation that will restore peace, liberation, future hope towards our generation. Our predecessors have fought their own, and we present Biafras are not going to relent or surrender to this struggle. We are determined to restore our holy land, which is Biafra, with one voice, one accord, one command, and one agenda, which is Biafra. We all thank Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiyama for His grace, protection, love, care, because we are all alive in the land of the living. God has organized a secret peace province in Biafra land. Biafra, we are great indeed, the kingdom of God here on earth. We also thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great prince and an icon, the liberator of this global struggle of our time, and Deputy Mazi 24, and all the principal of state, coordinators, group family members all around the world. Lovers of freedom. This song is from Casey Joe and Derry from Fortune Zone 1 in Abia Province. Thank you all, and the Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you all in your name. Say, over there. We are going over there.
over the air. Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi Uche Ukafomefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. He's the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people across the globe. I am George Onyibe. I come from Agbo, and Agbo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, as always, we acknowledge the Almighty Creator, He who rules the world through the midst of water. Yet He has subdued all of us by the wind. Neither did He deny us the access to earth, but in His mercy He let His light shine upon us. He is our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, our guide, no matter both great and small. He is the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. And so tonight I give Him praise as always, and I say, Anye na jage mau, imakwa n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega. You see. And so this evening, without wasting much of our time, of course, we understand that on this segment, our theme remain back to your root. Back to your root. And as always, I need to lay emphasis on this very theme to enable you to appreciate who you are. We were made to believe that our ancestors are evil, our ancestors are idol worshippers, our ancestors are this, our ancestors are that. But we understand those games. But I can assure you they were none of this. The same people who invaded our land, raped our mother, killed our people, stole our resources, are the ones who are telling you your ancestors are evil. Okay, they gave us electricity and technology. Have you found out the brain behind Nikola Tesla or Harrison Ford or any other inventor in this world? Have you found out their secret? I tell you, nobody have any right. There is no testament against my ancestors that will stand. For even in their most wicked stage, they pride themselves as angels. I knew them. But for those of you whose ancestors were evil, may the Lord be with you. That is all I can tell you. We keep talking, oh, our ancestors, all this, they are backward. I discovered something today, and I've not woken up from the shock. I've not waken up from the shock, but it's a discussion for another day. Our ancestors are not evil. And everything they have done today remain a mystery to the world. They cannot uncover it. We break barriers. This is who we are. They may all gather against us before, but they will suffer it because there are things we are meant to do. They can't do it. Let hand join hand together. They will all be broken. They can't. But there is limit to the knowledge of man. And so we go by that. And so it is important we begin to study about our ancestors. We will recover faster than you know. Forget about any name they give to them. It is our neglect to their principle that has brought us down to our knee. Look at the Yoruba and Hausa making fool of us. It's unbelievable. But having said that, we will continue on the part 2 of the topic we treated last. We actually considered how our ancestors, or rather our topic is traditional way of grooming. Our ancestors has a way of grooming everybody in a society. Do you know that the most, how do I put it? The animal that live longer on earth fall into the category of animal that has the ability to live both on land and water. And one of them is crocodile. And another could be tortoise. Another could be serpent. But I'll take crocodile as a case study this evening. Crocodile knows how to survive in water as well as on land. Many of them are thousands of years old, including tortoise. Why? Because of the ability to adapt. They are meant for all time. You hardly see them, you don't talk about them. In the water they rule, on land they rule. The ability to adapt. In other words, we become better of whatever we can be if we learn the ability to adapt. You don't abandon anyone. It's good. I appreciate the life I see today. But I tell you, I will treasure the life my ancestors live. Because the last time I checked, everybody who is successful, everybody who are doing well for themselves, never abandoned the way of their ancestors. Today, our life has almost been taken from us because of so many things we neglect. We are struggling today. It is because of the things you have abandoned. Are you telling me that if Amadioha is in the street of Biafra land, idiot will come and say he's betraying IPOB? Are you telling me if there is Amadioha and Ikenga chasing all of you, you will come and lie against me and walk away freely? I just wake up in the morning and spit in the air with kakai for you. In the evening, they will use chain and bring you back home. Maybe after confession, you die or you repent. But of course, Yoruba are there to help you say, oh, lolo, lolo, ya. Oh, lolo, lolo, ya. The Lord is merciful. You can rape your pastor's wife. The Lord is merciful. Fulani herdsmen can kill the whole village. We leave it unto the Lord. The Lord give it and the Lord take it. Who the hell is deceiving who here? Why wouldn't they prophesy for you? Are you telling me that Bentu, Akiamuhu, Idugu, all of them are walking? Mbaka will come and say, the Lord told me after arranging with politicians. And then he will still, by now his mouth would have turned to whether north or south, west or east. By now he will confirm it. Is his father non-native doctor? But of course, we will get there. I want you to be sincere. If you doubt it, give me the location. In fact, I want you to try something this morning. Or rather tomorrow. Go and buy red wrapper. Red cloth, yellow cloth, white cloth, and black cloth. Cut them tiny into a rope. Go to your church and tie it at the door of your pastor or your church. Your pastor will not come to church today. Everybody will run. If you have piece of land, go and tie that yellow cloth or red cloth today. Everybody will run. But they don't know what they are running. Because what Amadio happened to Ikenga did in the time past is still live in our memory. You have idiot everywhere because somebody is going to be righteous and holy. That is why I go to Aruchiku. Hey, it's Arose, but you are evil. You come to Aruchuku, we will know who you really are. Of course, those who saw their hand are dying one after the other. But it's Arose. Let us save the next generation. Yoruba, Fulani herdsmen enter Yoruba land. The God of Yoruba sent thunder. God of Redeem, God of Yedekbo, God of Okumuye, all of them didn't kill Fulani one cow because he's merciful. Have you heard that Fulani went there again? Now you know. But I won't digress further. Let us come back to our topic this evening. In the time past, our ancestors has a way to groom people. They groom people because they know we do not respond the same way. There are some people you will say, go and buy me pure water. They will tell you practically, I'm not going, daddy. Mommy, I will not go. In your mind, you say, oh, this child is a bad child, very stubborn child. It's not a bad child. It's not a stubborn child. You just need to understand how they operate. Ignore that child and watch that child. You will see after he has finished raking, he will go. The next minute you turn, he say, daddy, I'm back. And he's going to ask you, I thought you said that you are not going to go. But he did. And then there are some children, you say, go and do this. He say, yes, daddy. Yes, daddy, I'm going. Daddy, I'm on my way, daddy. He say, lie, they won't go. We are different. We react to situation and circumstance different. But we are the same people. Our ancestors did not go calling anybody bad boy, good boy, holy boy, international boy, understanding boy, diplomatic boy, no. They position all of them strategically. And they were ready for all things. When you are a madman, you mad to certain territory. They will cure you. They will call the people that cure mad people. Look at Fulani, they are getting mad, rampaging our land. Where are our people who cure madman? We have used our hand to use Nigerian government to kill them. They have killed on one. You are happy. But Boko Haram, they are recuperating them into Nigerian army. Who is the wise man here? Who is the wise man here? Shell is sponsoring the reduction of Biafran youth. They call them cultists, they call them different names, just to reduce them. Who defend your community when the time will come, in case you think this rain will not fall? You dream, you lie. We understand our time frame here on earth. And when we are close to that time, Nigeria is not divided. A leader said in his live broadcast, they say, remember the war, remember the war. Even if I was a Fulani fight the war, was I there? Is it a wrong thing for me to experience my own? Kirone. We want to see how it looks like. And then we know that whatever happened, we are compelled to. But of course, you have the time to fool yourself or do the right thing. That time will come. Nothing will stop it. Nothing. As far as the sun will rise any morning, nobody can stop Biafra from coming. Nothing. Conspire and do everything you can do. You will understand that the pair of light is not in your hand. When that time comes, we will know. But of course, our people must understand. Our ancestors didn't go about, no? Yoruba pastors has destroyed all the shrine in Biafra land, but they didn't destroy one shrine in Yoruba land. Some idiot will say they are challenging native doctor. I am Reverend George Onyibe. I tell you the truth the way it is. I give you insight and revelation you know nothing about. I want you, those of you who are now very holy, you go back and look at how Moses served the Lord. The Bible says Moses was nobody knew Moses. Nobody knew God the way Moses knew him. For Elohim to reveal his name for the first time, it was Moses. The Bible even went on to say that Moses spoke to God face to face as a man would talk to his friend. But go to the book of Leviticus and write out everything how Moses made sacrifice to God and tell me the difference between that Moses attitude and your God in your village. Maybe you begin to wake up. And Moses brought a fowl and slaughtered the fowl and take a high soap leaf and sprinkle the blood into the water and sprinkle it upon the children. And they were sanctified unto the Lord. Holy. But when I do it now, it's Ogomo. Those churches that pray with coconut, go and find out who represent coconut. Go and find out the symbol of praying with coconut. If the man of God tell you the truth, why he ask you to pray with coconut, you will say he's a native doctor because you think native doctor is evil. But of course, my people perish because they lack knowledge. It's a gradual process. You go to church now, they pray with coconut for you. The next time we say, buy padlock, buy this one, buy that one, do this one, naked and bath on the. You people are coming back home gradually. It's just that you don't want to accept the truth. and God sit in heaven and mock at the stupidity of man. But having said that, we look at two groups in our last study, which is the group responsible for grooming our women, and the group responsible for grooming the defenders of our land. Today, it's not the absence of men that is the only cause of our women not getting married again. There are many reasons. Rabbi threw the light, our brother Rabbi threw the light in one of those issues, humiliating us before our women. And then they go and marry Yoruba and Hausa, people who are not even up to our bedroom slippers. But one of the major challenges is that today we don't know how to make relationship. No more relationship. Today you press Facebook, you don't see them. Lovey start. Today WhatsApp marriage, Facebook marriage, Twitter marriage, Instagram marriage. If the owner of the platform break the platform, don't you know your marriage will break? Some of you now, you learn how to treat your husband or your wife inside Facebook. You are deceiving yourself. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. There was something known as relationship, courtship. Courtship. Today, you can't stay with one man. Today, one man can't stay with one woman because nobody's advising you any longer. In fact, you are a big boy now. In fact, even some church, some women go to different churches, find Paris to get wife. The same thing, men. And you think anybody, who is deceiving who here? Nobody to groom them again. Today we have many virgin. But do you know our men can't believe that we have virgin? In fact, even if you are a virgin now, tell a Nigerian man that you are a virgin. That day, that man will hate you. Because if he get home, he will start crying. Man, I mean this girl they lie to. Man, I mean this girl they lie to. Inti sabi mumu. Inti sabi mumu. They tell me say your own don't finish that day. Why? I courted my wife for 11 years before I married her. 11 good years. That is how it used to be in those days. You build a relationship. Today, after doing chum, then you do Facebooking, and then you think, who is deceiving who? But nobody's grooming us. I don't blame you. But I'm telling you now, build a relationship, and don't think your husband is going to fall from heaven. I'm talking to Biafra men and women. But this is not marriage course. Nobody's grooming you. That is why the way it is. There are some people born with Okpompo scatter, anointing of Okpompo scatter. They just can't survive where there is peace. Their own is to make trouble. They are troublemaker. They are troublemaker. You can't do anything about it. And I tell you, God loves people like that. Do you know Peter, the disciple of Jesus Christ, was a troublemaker? He's a hot-tempered man. Have you not read your Bible? No wonder he was able to do exploits. Do you think Apostle Paul was a gentleman? These are murderers. Jesus didn't destroy them. He repositioned them. All those are Akbobi. You people have allowed Fulani to kill all of them. But Fulani are training their own, taking good care of them, giving them red carpet, using helicopter to supply them food inside Sambisa forest. And we are the one going to heaven. We shall see who goes to that heaven at the end of the day. But having said that, this evening, we will consider another 3 aspects of grooming. Number 1, the hunters group. In those days, they have the hunter group. But as I'm talking to you now, Yoruba have hunters association. You think they are there to kill antelope or rabbit? When I came to Port Harcourt newly in those days, the community where I stayed, they have hunters group. There are hunters that go to hunt during the daytime. In fact, during the daytime, they go to the farm to set trap, monitor the terrain. At night, anything from 10, they have entered the forest. They used to wear a cap that has lantern on it. Carry their day gun as the case may be. You think all of them they are going to kill antelope or this thing. Of course, they are hunter. They hunt on their run and Yoshindia mana one chanine. They know their boundary. They know where they are supposed to position every night. And when they get you outside there, they are not vigilante. They are not vigilante. They are hunters. You will understand that there are things that bombast at night and there are people that respond. You are a bad man, they catch you in the night, they warn you the first day, the second day, the third day, they will bury you alive. Today, Nigerian government has succeeded in collecting all the dengon of our hunter. You think they don't have sense? You think Nigeria don't know what they are doing? Today, we don't have hunters again. It is Fulani that are hunters now. Go to Obaru. I want those of you in Obaru now. I'm not talking about Niger Delta now. Go to Onitsha now. Onitsha, Ochanja, River Niger. Go there now. It is Fulani that are fishermen. Fulani are the hunter there. But of course, gradually, nobody is grooming hunter again. If you come and I say, oh, we are the Hunter Association of so community. The governor, your governor will first of all invite you and tell you, I don't want to hear that nonsense. What a governor Hunter Association. You think we have Hunter Association? Some idiot from God nowhere will be in our village and be talking. Their case is off record. Classify. Classify. But can you form Hunter Association again? DSS will invite you. That is why when Yoruba are deceiving themselves with Omotekun and all OPC and the rest of them, are you deceiving me? Is OPC not functional? When they prescribed IPOB, was OPC not functional? Did they not crown OPC Oga as the Amayanagbo and Ogidiga of Yoruba land? Who the heck is deceiving who here? Just to distract us a little bit. Of course, we are distracted. Then the next thing governors does is they recruit their own hunter. But we are the one they are hunting. Has Bakassi boy killed any Fulani? Has Bakassi boy killed any Hausa, Fulani or Yoruba? Go and check the record of the people Bakassi boy or any other idiot is killing in the name of vigilante in Biafra land. You will see they are our people. But the real hunters are gone. Because the real community hunters who were properly groomed, if they catch you doing anything anyhow at night, they hold you, bundle you, tie you, hang you on one tree. Then in the morning, they know whether they will sample you before the community, flog you very well, discipline you. In fact, they will decide what to do to you. The next day, you won't come back there again. But they are gone. That is why today now Fulani controls our farm. Imagine those hunters parading our forest. And then some idiot will enter there that they are Fulani, raping our women in the farm and doing all those things. But where are these people? The same way you have the hunter group, you have the fishermen group. There is simply or almost no island in Biafra land I have not been to. No island. I have traveled searching all the island in Biafra land till I get to one island called Mangrove. And I wept the day I went to that island. Because about 80% of the people in that island now are all Fulani. Most of them are soldiers on surveillance. And there is one Fulani man there is answering a Wakirike name. As a cause of interaction, he told me it's not a Okirika man. That he was born in Okirika. Okirika people go to the island they call Wakirike. I mean, where they call Mangrove. But he was born there. He came there with his father before the war. After the war, he didn't go back. His children are answering Okirika name when you are saying some idiot will be talking to me. You don't have moral to talk to me until I know who your father is. You don't debate the issue of Biafra with me. I say go to the Mangrove now, call the island called Mangrove now. I will say the owner of that island. And then 90% people there are Fulani. And then the remaining 10%, 7% are women, all the way from Delta State and Bayelsa. Delta State women and Bayelsa State women are their prostitute there. Prostitute, broad daylight. Wike will not go there. Nigerian army don't go there because they know what they are doing there. And then the remaining 3%, you have a job boy, you have Igbo boy, you have Akwa Ibom boy. Who are the Aram boys there? And I wept. Every island, every creek in the so-called Niger Delta, Chibuike and Mechi made sure he took Fulani around all of them, undermining the position of those fishermen club. Do we still have fisherman club today? It's gone. Not because they don't want to be there, but because Shell has used oil to kill all the fish. Do you still have fishermen? We have crayfish men. I can give it to that. They are still catching crayfish. But what about fishermen? What about those people who go into the ocean, spend 1 week there just on fishing tour? Where are they? Where are those Biafrans that has the ability to stay over 10 minutes beneath the water? Without oxygen, without anything. Well, let's leave it at that. Where are they? Where are those people? In those days where men were men, some idiot will carry ship and come and park by our water side. We take mercury and enter under that ship and use mercury to destabilize the bottom of that nonsense ship. Of course, you know mercury is solid in water. The ship will sink. Do you think they built a battalion barrack in Warri because they love Warri or they want to develop Warri? When men were men, those fishermen group will submerge any ship. Go and ask the colonial master. They never remove any bead, gold, silver, or diamond from Biafra land, not even elephant talks. All of them ended in River Ethiopia. But that is a case for another day. But all of them are gone. Most of them now are cooking kai. Because the business has changed. We have abandoned those grooming. Nobody grooms them any longer. And then the third we are looking at this is the religion group. Of course, the fishermen group guide the land day and night. While the hunters group, the fishermen group guide the sea, the waterways, day and night. Why the hunters group are groomed to guide the land day and night? I'm not saying the vigilante, because the vigilante falls under the defenders. Land get boundary. I saw these things functional. And then you have the religious group, the one that is almost constantly destroyed. Now, when you come for religious group, we have the seers. The seers. They were native doctor. They were not the prophet of the Christian. They called them the seer. They had ability to prophesy. In fact, in those days, there is one they invite to our house. He look at all of us and say things. But I know that everything that man said about me is true. He never read the Bible. And so sometimes it's like our life is written before us. That is why when any idiot is doing anything, I know your end. I know your end. Because some of us, our matter have been settled, concluded. You can't do anything. If you drop us down, we will go higher than you can't imagine. You can't do anything. It's not a boost because we've seen the end of it. We keep it to ourselves. But where are those kind of people today? I was in a church crusade one day. A pastor actually who can prophesied and said, there is a boy here. You are this, you are that, you are that, you are this, you are that, you are that, you are that. And the boy came out. I went to the side of that altar and I called the boy's mother. I said, take your son away from this place. Why do you want to destroy the destiny of this child? Take this child away before anybody notices this child. Because every prophecy was true. But this child cannot be left in the hand of idiot. Because there are star snatchers. And I thank God the woman listening to me and removed that boy. I don't know them today. But if they are listening to me now, they know it's true. But where are our seers? The people who will wake up and say that there will be calamity, nobody should go to farm today. In those days when I was in primary school, the town crier passed a message to ask everybody to pray very hard because canker worm, or what do they, it's not canker worm, caterpillar, was going to come from whether the east or the north, I don't know, that it was going to destroy our farm. We should pray for God intervention. I was a child in Bende State, in Abo. And that morning we went to school. Before we got to school, I went to Odele Primary School in Abo. We got to the school there. The whole of our feed have been eaten up by this caterpillar. Destroy the farm. That should be in the early 80s. We knew before those things happened. Who told them? These were religious leaders. Then you have the one they call Onyugu and Oboma. We call them Onyugu and Oboma. We have Amisu, Onyugu, and Oboma. When they call you Onyugu are the kind of witches that there is no problem they don't solve. They are all weather. If you want peace, you get peace. If you want bad, you get bad. That is why when you come to the Asheran, as you call them, you say, he will tell you, are you ready to say the truth? He say, no, I'm saying the truth. He say, fire will burn you. He said, but it's the truth. Fire will burn you through. Onyugu, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. That is their ministry. Then you have Oboma. The Oboma are the ones that they are just very stupid. They are idiots. Their own is giving winch to small children. They don't have focus. They are just aburu. So when they say somebody is Oboma, you just use cane and flog that person very well. He can't fly in the night again. We have the one we call Amisu. Amisu are the one, it's only damage they know how to do. But in my place, where I come from, we know all of them. They say that woman is a winchu. They will say, Hapwa Onyuguro. Hapwa Onyuguro, that is, leave him. It's that type that if you do anyhow, you do anyhow. So nobody go to them. Because anything you are looking for, you will see. When you know they will not look for you except to look for them. Why are you going to look for them? Can a child put hand in the fire and not be born? You think if we have Onyugu today now, some idiot will be coming to rape our women? Before you stand up from that woman, and I tell you, your brocos will be up to 300 kg. By now, Facebook would have been very sweet. No, imagine you rape a woman. As you stand up, your brocos is bigger than caterpillar tire. Let me see whether Fulani will not run away from Biafra land. Idiot. Yoruba pastors are sleeping with our women, and they are taking you to heaven. And you are there condemning the people who would have saved you. But we shall continue. And then, having said that, we have native doctor, different type. Now, what's the name? Native doctor. Do you know in our mentality and mindset that native doctor is safe? Look at the name. The name say they are doctors, only that they practice in a native way. But if I come here now and say I am a native doctor, a lot of churchgoers will avoid me, except I upgrade the English. I say I am Dr. Ugidiga, a tradomedica, and I'll put it tradomedica. Then your mind will come down. So if I don't put tradomedica, I just say I'm a native doctor. May the Lord have mercy on me. And so they are hiding. But DSS is recruiting all of them. DSS now is hunting for all of them, recruiting them. But it's evil. You have native doctor, you have herbalist. Native doctor is not herbalist. Because when it comes to the medical session or field, you have the orthopedic doctor, gynecologist, you have the dentist, the optician, the surgical, and so on. All of them are doctor. The pharmacist. You now want to do operation. You go and tell pharmacy to do your operation. May the Lord be with you. But they are all doctor. Our ancestors have all these things. Don't you know there are people who are specialists in terms of taking delivery? They were the ancient gynecologists. Where are they today? They are chasing all of them. No, it is not hygienic. It is all of you who are saying those people are not hygienic. How many of you were born in the hospital? Why are we fooling ourselves? How many of you, from Buhari to any idiot, how many of you were born in the hospital? What is the name of the hospital? Some of you who managed to go to the hospital were born on the road. Because our gynecologist was the best of it all. My mother had many children. I'm not sure any of us was born in the hospital. Why? Because they couldn't afford it or because they were not there? No, they could afford it. Because before I say, oh, labor they do me, labor they do me. I, as a first son, she was rushing to hospital under labor. I came down on the road. And in those days, there were one Onyibe man with Black Maria. They now picked me to the hospital. And then we came back the same day. My second son, the same thing. Do you know almost all my children were born in my car? Because we don't entertain nonsense. We know where we come from. Almost all my children were born in the car. My wife just, did they labor on the road? But for record purposes, I still register, I still take them to hospital, they cross-examine their cross-check, they return home. All these people are no longer there. Now, something shocked me, like I said. They published some drug, and they say they have asked people not to be taking this drug again. They are killing liver and destroying kidney, and this one now. Now, of course, my wife is a midwife. And I showed it to her. And he said, this cannot be true. Something is wrong somewhere. He said, all these drugs listed here, do you know that 90% of them is what we have in Nigeria? All the hospitals, from BMH to teaching hospital, all of them. He said, this cannot be true. Because they are very effective. And then I paused a little bit. Does it mean the companies who produce that thing refuse to reduce standards? Somebody want to blackmail them? Could it truly be true? Who will tell us? Who will tell us? All these groups are gone. That war will come later. Not now. But look at these three groups. The Yoruba preserved them. Today, as you're speaking, there is no tribe that sell traditional medicine of any kind, whether herbalists, whether terrorists, all of them, more than Yoruba, followed by Hausa. Their own is intact. Begin to hear them. Hausa Fulani is Brantashi, Asian. Everywhere, Brantashi, manpower, Brantashi. We're our own. My brothers, we must go back to our root. Ihonya maneleni yaka, waiting you know no big pass you. But all these things are not evil, I tell you the truth. They were our way of life. There was a time they asked us not to watch TV. In deeper life, that is a sin. If you watch TV or play music, you will go to hellfire. Many of our people died without watching TV. But it's amazing today now that Kumuye is telling his church member to watch him in the TV. Who the heck is doing us this thing? I'll be back in a minute.
It's Marco.
Mr. Pro, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. United Nations. I'm going home. Chukwuagama. I'm going home. I'm going back to Biafra. Going back to Biafra. My motherland. Biafra. My fatherland. Biafra. Yeah. The son of the lion is now eating grass instead of sucking blood. Oh yeah, yeah. home. I'm going home. United Nations, I'm going home. Chukwu Abiyama, I'm going home. I'm going back to Biafra. Going back to Biafra, my motherland. Biafra, my motherland. Biafra. Our house has been on fire. That's why we run head scatter on our land. We are rubber fires, and that is why we flee and scatter. We cannot be forever. But very soon we shall gather. Repatriation, repatriation. I wanna go back home and sit upon my throne. I wanna restore my dignity. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. United Nations.
Yes, at this moment, you are Biafran anywhere you are or anywhere in the world. Understand this rain must fall. They will never divide Nigeria and they will never rest. But we need everything we have to face these people. They must leave our land. They can speak from both sides of their mouth. What we want is simple. We're not here to conquer anybody. Nigeria must divide. But somewhere along the line, it may be too late. That is why we're taking time. Come home. Come home. Look for the IPOB family closer to you. If you do not know how to find them, send us your name, your location, and your phone number to our WhatsApp line, and I will make sure it gets to the next coordinator who will attend to you. And some of you, you have been sending your data for more than 4 months now, and nobody has responded to you. Don't be discouraged. Take it as a duty to be resending them at least 2 times every week until you are attended to. And of course, I know there are many testimonies of people showing appreciation that they've been attended to. The miracle will happen the moment the number is complete. Do not be left out. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line once again is 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good
evening. Go ahead, please.
Just tell me why Chukwuka will not bless you in this life for bringing all these topics on daily basis. And our people, they are yet to understand where we are heading to. Now, somebody is answering Reverend Doctor. What is that doctor there? Is it not already there? Because I know that Bibia or prophet is Ejemo, chief priest, Nanibu, or Bibia Nabasa. But all those things, they have turned it upside down. That is how we met here. But I am promising them by the name of Chukwuka that all of them, you know, how long ago, put them on and I got to be saying, you blood of Jesus, God forbid. This is native doctor, this is English doctor. You may be more done on him on issue. Understand? Okay, orthopedic, children's doctor, when midwife,
today, all of them are sinners. They are all sinners. One if more. Was Jesus born in the hospital? Which hospital did they born Jesus Christ? Which doctor took his delivery?
According to them, no man. Then today, somebody will open his thinking mouth telling you, and happen to him about one already saying, just to promote evil. Can we can but I myself, I said no now. It no go work for me because I know where I'm from. If only our people will listen, happy and bad because they only want to they are all born liars. They are killers. Somebody like deeper life now. Coming to tell people, don't watch TV, don't do this, don't do that. At the end of the day, okay, how many more they are watching on TV? How many more they are watching on TV? So all those false teaching to detronize to we were calling China by Naga, we say no to it because we have known our roots now and we must go back. Nothing will stop it. That was why that a useless human being will come into this place and keep us and go away. In my own community, in those days, you don't dare try it. That an evil man will come in and go scot-free. But today, they will come and stay. Now, as I was saying the other day, somebody like me, I said no to evil. For those useless senators and all the rest of them, that after the election, we will then go to their offices for them to help me. None of them. Because I have refused to open this my leg. Those, the children that's from my childhood. I hate these people. I hate them. And as I stand, instead of me let me remain my father's compound. When I took that very proposal to Maria Babangida, which I know that this woman today, God will bless her, or be a blessed woman. That this idiot Babangida now that woman I wanna. Yeah, you know, take 1 year. They could have said they spend blood, the blood to bring Nigeria together. So I will name I want brother and a mother that is Anna. None of my can to Nigeria. May you go to my police show and give that 100 times. I got them to their house. Now, Nina, I saw things. This woman agreed to be my matron, but at the end of the day, I don't bring that right. And go on, to go wonder, I'm not going to go on, all of them that join their hands together to bring back in evil in this land. Evil will never depend in their house, in their life, unless they open their mouth. How can somebody, people, you join them, then you can never say the truth. You want us to come back as one Nigeria. May one Nigeria get with you. Or 200 that place. All that 100 times that place on. Our people, and I want loan. Come back home. Native doctor. After I say native doctor, bring your job. Then you are dying. In those days, going 1 year, always I want you to men. I said, where are you going to go? He will take care of you. You will get but today now look at every young lady can start because
what doctors does now is that the moment is your first child, be ready for operation. Once you come, it's one because every operation you will pay like 150,000. So all our women now, once you are going to have first baby, prepare for operation.
150,000 all them now.
No, that is for local hospital because we don't even have hospital.
Tell me.
Thank you very much.
Then they keep on destroying our life, destroying our life. Our women, our men, and are going to come back home, breathing very, very well. Use them searching soon. You push you listen very well. Come back home. Let us build ourselves together. Build ourselves. Go back to our ancient tradition. No 150, no 140. Now be very strong.
Thank you very much.
They don't want us to do that. And I say, my Onyibe, Chukwu Kadama will bless you, Neke. ọ ga-agọzi gị n'ori, ọ ga-agọzi gị n'afọ, ọ ga-agọzi gị na nkwọ. For you sitting down, I'm not going to preach. And in a similar because you're not part of these people. You choose them to be part of them because all of them will tell you the truth.
But the Bible told us everything we need to know, but they choose to interpret it for selfish gain. That
they
is
will
just
never,
the truth.
because of their pockets now. I got the joke about I thought mama, so them joke. I got the joke because they know that if they hit the hammer on the left, you will not come back to their church again. So all that contribution, that daily offering, that Tuesday offering, Monday offering from Monday to Saturday, amen, and 100 services, also have good age. Then our people, ask them, may God bless you and give you more strength. He did now day and night. So nobody may live again.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yeah, I got remember.
Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you. Mene take care of us in good evening from here once again today. Mazime Chukwu can be your strength, energize you more and more, and you shall see Biafra, and all of us shall see Biafra. Ahamadiko members who appreciate you. Continue. We are in together, and our brothers in Biafra land. I say good evening, all of you. The resolute people, the hardcore, the radicals, continue defending your father's land. God is out. All of us shall see Biafra. Mazi, this year topic, like always, has been always wonderful. This topic is always, this is going back to your root, I think this is the best thing that has ever happened for this time being. Mazi Adingre, we appreciate that. Mazi, before then, lest I forget, I sent you one message I sent you a message. Did you see it?
Yes, I saw it. I'll go through it and get back to you.
But I don't think it's something we can see online to avoid one or two things. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, for now, let me keep it. We'll get there. Yes. Maybe after the Mazi, what you are talking here is very good. You see, the issue when we say about I'm not a Christian, my religion is Biafra. I am a Biafra, and in my world Biafra is all I need in life. And people continue to ask me, this is my religion and my culture is Biafra. Besides, I am not born in Nigeria. I am a Biafra born during the war. So whatever we are doing, we are going back to our root, Mazi. You see, Christianity is the 99% problem we are having in Biafra land. Is this Christianity?
No, if you say Christianity, that means I'm the part of the problem. Because I'm still a Christian and I had no intention of changing my religion at this moment. But rather, I will change that religion. The religion will not change me. For some reason, I am a Biafran, and this is where we worship. But I choose to hold on to that, my Christianity, because nobody violates my conscience. But no idiot will tell me Jesus say when Jesus didn't say. We've been hearing all that. Mbaka cannot come out and plan with Jubri in Asurok, another idiot, and tell me that God told him. Is that God this wicked that is not telling us about the atrocity of Fulani headsmen and the rest of it? So if you say Christianity, you generalizing it. And so I would say some people, some misguided fellas, misguided fellas. That is just the point I want to correct there, please. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you for correcting. Why I say this, upon what is happening in our land now, upon the whole defy, whatever that has happened, if we go to this useless idiot, this Malamumbaka Adoration Center tomorrow, you will still see Biafrans. When this deeper life idiot, when he come, my brother is a pastor there, my immediate senior brother is a pastor there. Mazi, when they come now, what all this TV show, all of them, our people upon whatever we have been crying and saying here, some of them fell ill advised.
As we are talking, Willie Obiano has been, Pope have endorsed Willie Obiano for nights now. You don't know. Pope has given night of Bumado to Willie Obiano.
That's why I'm telling you, because
we narrow them down. We narrow them down. If we generalize it, they misunderstand. We narrow it down to the individual. Then the people will understand what we are saying. It's not business as usual for them.
Exactly. This is why I'm coming in. When you watch now, Mbaka had done the dirty job. He was saying, anyway, we are going there. We are going to discuss that, elaborate it for people to understand the kind of evil that idiot is. because he had the intention of coming to 2022 or 23 governorship of Enugu State. We have that. We have all his info. But when we get there, we open the anyach very much. Let our people understand. Now, when you talk about, I like the way you are PCCing it now, Tradomedic, because when they say native doctor,
it's evil.
It's evil.
So the whole native doctor now add Tradomedica. They now become holy.
Mazi, before God and man, if you come to Maka, Babangida, Abacha, Iheshe is the highest native doctor we have in Normal. Ask anybody. But Iheshe is, it cannot, if you have a problem with your brother, you come there, he will tell you, guy, this is your fault, go and settle this matter. And he's within Omaka. Ask anybody from Omaka. Iheshe that what he tell you exactly. What Babangida, all of them were coming there packing every day. We don't know because we had 2 kids that time. Mazi, but now when you go to them draw his leg, when you go to the native doctor, they say you are going to native doctor. But all those people at the night, the so-called the Christian knights, they go there. The so pastors, they go there and claim and take what they do their abracadabra. But and our people are being so ignorant upon whatever we are saying. Mas, I was born through an IB. I was born on the road, like he said. But between 67 to 1970, virtually all of us were born in the house or in the bush or on the car, on the bicycle when they take it. Later, maybe how many people go to hospital? How many people go to at this time? But if you okay, let me tell you one. If you are not baptized nice, it's a problem. If you have a traditional wedding, he didn't do English wedding, it is a problem. They'll tell you he cannot get to origin. What does that mean? Jesus Christ, you rightly said, he was born in Manga. What miracle did Jesus Christ perform? The first miracle was in the Garden of Eden. Was it not a traditional wedding? Was it English wedding? So when did all this thing come on board? Mazi, we imitate a lot of things. You see, a Igbo son, Igbo daughter, they do Ashebi. Is Ashebi our culture? Mazi, what we are talking here is going back to our root. Whatever they do, they have time to go to chemists and do this and that. But when you see doctor who can heal you, with native doctor, before native doctor heals, they do everything. If you are born, those days we are born. Your father will go to native doctor. They will make some predictions about you, about your future. You understand? You stay alive. But now they have spoiled everything. When you say about it, our people is a taboo. Or they see that. But at the end of the day, they go there. Mazi, what we are saying, we are going back to our root. And by grace of Chukwu Kabiama, Mazi Nnamdi Okukala had done enough. He had done wonderfully well for us by letting us to know all these things via you, like you are talking now. Mazi, without Biafra, you don't know me. Biafra is a contact. We are here listening, and what you are doing is entering. Mazi, continue to talk. Chukwu Kabiama will continue to give us wisdom, give us understanding to do the right thing and restore our land. That is the elysium of the whole thing for now. Chukwu Kabiama, let me not take much of our time. Thank you.
You have said all. Of course, our people must understand. The point is truth. Fulani went to Yoruba land. Yoruba God killed cow. We've not heard of any of their atrocity, carnage happening in Yoruba land because Yoruba God is still there. But we now, Yoruba pastors are our God, and Yoruba pastors has destroyed all our Shira because the evil who will kill Fulani herdsmen. Is it not a Nigerian newspaper? Fulani now are the fishermen. They now control the farm. Where are our hunters? Where are our hunters? Gradually, the Nigerian DSS now control our native doctor. And most of them are Fulani and Yoruba. Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Aba in Biafra land.
Go ahead, please.
Please, this is my first time to call. Happy New Year.
The same to you, Ada.
Hello?
The same to you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Ma'am, please, I want to have a registration for this our Biafran land. So please.
What you will do is...
My name is Chidinma. I'm calling from
Don't worry. See what you will do. Send your name, your phone number, and your location to our WhatsApp line.
Hello?
Send me your name, your phone number, and location.
Okay, I should send it through this line now.
Yes, send it. I'll forward it to the nearest coordinator to contact you. Thank you very much.
In the name of Jesus.
You see. You see. Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, Master. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Collins, calling from Hamburg, Germany. Mazi, this topic is a very perfect topic. I love this topic. Mazi, let me just give you an example. Let me tell Biafrans what happened in my village in terms of tradition. I'm from a human bano Umezalama. Mazi, we have Nkumezala, and they have the main market, and we have the small market. On this small market, even I was not even born, I don't know, but at the time, there is the lion always come from the bush and killing all the goats. If he enter somebody's house, he kill that goat, he will not eat it, he will kill that goat and drop it. And this thing was happening many years, many times, killing all the whole goats. You see goat, killing goat everywhere. People, our elders, the elders they have to go somewhere and ask. They say the main market is functioning, but the small market, that the lion says that this small market, but now after that, the elders have to do that, and the lion stopped not to come in. Mazi, what I'm telling you is in my village. Ask everybody in my village. What wrong? These Yoruba people start deceiving us. Stop deceiving us from here and there, everywhere. They will prophesy for you that I will give you marriage. I will do this one. I will do this one. I will do this one. I asked somebody, how can somebody ride the hammer?
Then all our sisters are now their spare wife. All our sisters are their spare wife. And those of idiot of our sister is say, because nobody marry us, what we go do? Idiots everywhere. And how do we think these people, when we march, we will not see nonsense? Or if these people force us to march, are we going to fold our hand? Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must get the truth.
God bless you. God bless you.
I didn't say go and worship juju, go and worship as you call it. I said go and find out how your ancestors survive. Fulani if you put leg for our land and they talk, look at how they harass us today. You talk, they shoot you. May the Lord help all of us. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Mazi George. Good evening, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Mazi. Mazi, whenever I listen to this your topic, go back to our roots. I wish and I feel that every Biafran should be opportuned to come down here in Israel and to see and experience things for themselves. Before I continue, my name is Obimane Chibike. I'm calling from the state of Israel. I'm from Widi, under Olu province, Biafra land. As I was saying, I wish most of us should come here and stay maybe 1 week or 2 weeks and see things for themselves. And see those things we have been reading in the Bible, how it is working here. When we say go back to our roots, our people think that it is something else. But those people that we are reading, that we are mimicking in the Bible, they sit on their roots, they never shift, they never shake. Mazi, down here, if you see the kind of tradition and the kind of sacrifice that are being done here every day, in the name of, that is by worshiping God in the way of the ancients, the Mabel. There's many things they do according to how it was written in that Old Testament in the Bible. But there was a busy road here in Israel, in Tel Aviv. this road was so busy, and they want to do a pedestrian bridge on that road. Then it happens that shutting down this road to do this bridge on a particular day, it will cause a heavy traffic. So the construction company has to take permission from the government that they need to work on Saturday. And you know, Saturday here is Shabbat, you don't work on Saturday. So the government permitted them, but the Jewish people, the Orthodox Jews say no way, they must not work on Saturday. This thing caused a big problem. There was protest. They have to abandon that work, go to court to obtain order to work on Saturday, but the court refused them because that is the law of the land, that is the tradition. So when our people are talking, when we are talking, go back to our roots, we mean business, and when we go back to our roots, it will favor us. We're talking about grooming, how our forefathers groomed us. As I come from Moody, there was a tradition we used to do for our media before they marry. Before our media marry, they must undergo what we call inquiry. They must undergo it before they know any man. They must undergo it. You don't know a man without undergoing that thing. And that makes our women in the olden days to be preserved. Most of them married as a virgin. If you mess yourself up and you got pregnant without undergoing that ritual or undergoing that ceremony, that means you will be banished from the land. But today the church will bring their own version and change the whole thing. Today, many people don't care. Many people don't care what we do in the land anymore. So it's very, very important we go back to our roots and things will work out perfectly for us. Thank you very much, Mario.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Our people must understand how the absence of all these things, the damage it has done to us. You may not want to accept it, but one day you shall. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Owoda.
Go ahead, please. Good evening from here.
Yeah. Please, just all over the world, please, I want all of you to listen to me about what's happening in Imo State. About Emeka Ihedioha and the APC governor. The federal government invited Emeka Ihedioha at Abuja. Jibrin and Emeka Ihedioha traveled to overseas. As they are going, Jibrin tell Emeka Ihedioha that Imo State is APC government, get Imo State, and they want to return it back. That Emeka Ihedioha should convert and join APC government. Emeka Ihedioha said no. After that journey, they come back to Nigeria. Then Vice President came to Owerri to meet Emeka Ihedioha. Tell Emeka Ihedioha to sign a document to join APC. Emeka Ihedioha said no, that he's a sort member in PDP, that he cannot join APC. Vice President go back. Then River State Governor came back to come to Imo State, come and meet Emeka Ihedioha. Same to accept to join APC. Emeka Ihedioha said no, that he cannot join APC. So that is the reason why they said that APC, Imo State is part of APC. They do that nonsense, this thing they do for the court. Say that this guy win Emeka Ihedioha. Because Emeka Ihedioha refused that he cannot join APC. And they tell Emeka Ihedioha that all the whole Eastern governors, all of them is APC, no matter that they are in PDP. All of them sign agreements with APC government. Emeka Ihedioha said no, that he cannot join APC. So not let everybody not to blame Emeka Ihedioha. Emeka Ihedioha is Biafran blood. They inside him. I don't want to kill anybody. They want him to sign a document. Emeka Ihedioha said no. Instead of let them take their seats. So I don't want any human being to blame Emeka Ihedioha. Emeka Ihedioha knows what he's doing. I don't want to share any blood. Because what is happening in Nigeria now, in mostly their land, anything they are doing, they must get instruction from Hausa Funani. Mostly Funani, not Hausa. That is what is ruling this our zone now. With joining Fulani, you cannot be a governor, you cannot be a senator, you cannot be anything, you cannot get seats unless you join them. So I want all the whole Biafran in the whole world. This is what happened in Imo State. Those who doesn't want to join IPOB have seen the handwork on the ground now. Supposed to join IPOB. Know that there's something fishing in this our Biafra land. So without APC, you cannot do anything. So that is the reason why making sure they lost the seats. Then let me tell you one story today. My wife needs an international passport. He wants to renew his international passport. Do you know that it's almost 1 week now? My wife has made called the whole Biafra land. There is no booklet. They direct him at Nsukka. My wife go at Nsukka, no booklet at Nsukka. This time, my wife went to Abakaleke. They said there's no booklet in Abakaleke. They can come back next week. Why? Because Hausa Fulani want to frustrate the people. Let's think well and know what is happening in Biafra land. We are in fire. I want all the whole freedom fighters, the whole world, to help Biafrans. Biafrans are suffering. Let them rise up and help us. We are suffering. And those who doesn't want to join IPOB, please, all of you, join IPOB. This is the only savior in this world can rescue Biafra. Please, that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Everybody will understand when the time comes. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes.
Good evening from
Hello.
here. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Hello, Maazị Onyibe. Mgbede ọma. Ndewo nwa Chineke. Afọ m bụ Amaka Ndibe onye Enugu Ukwu ka mbụ. Iru nnevu. Maazị, eji m ohere na-ekene ya bụ izimikene ọhamadike because oge ụfọdụ amara m ekene m ga-ekene to me it worth nothing. Amara m otu esi ekene nwoke ahụ ọkwa ọhamadike Uche Mefọ na ndị ọzọ ha na ha nne nne ya ndị ọzọ ha na ha na-alụ ọlụ. Amara m otu m ga-esi ekene ha mana ekene dịrị Chineke na-ekasi na onye wepụtara nwoke a ka ọ bịa meghe anyị anya. Onyibe, ana m ekene gị especially this topic back to our root. Onwe ihe ụfọdụ anyị gị ị na-discuss obi ma na-agbagharị ebe niile because na-enwe m friends ụmụ nwanyị ọkwa ezigbo mmadụ ndị be anyị ndị Yoruba n'ụlọ. Nọdị na-ajụ onye a kedu ihe ọ na-achọ? Onwe good friend of mine onye Yoruba na ya. This girl gụchara akwụkwọ achara ugo nwanyị.
Sorry, let me interrupt you a little bit. Yoruba have made agreement that all those our women, they should begin to marry them second-hand wife. More than 35% of our women are second-hand wife for Yoruba people. They marry them and camp them in different locations. Go ahead.
Thank God na cut them short tupu mkwuche ihe a. Enweghị chi ịgwa gị. This lady mụrụ ụmụ na-abụ n'ụlọ. Ọ nọ n'ụlọ. Ọ mụrụ ụmụ na-abụ. The man wee hapụ ya na ụmụ ya bịa obodo a. The man nọ London. Ọ dị anụ ụlọ. For how many years? I was like, what is this? Because you want nothing. What's that no good? You are the only sugar in my cupboard. No broke lawyer. I'm going to one night. What to happen? As far as him that is it. I don't poggy. Oh, no need to check again. I don't know. Amara mi and the buying na cho ni cock. Amami ha na cho. Amara again. Hey. This is problem challenge the line. At the same time, I know ndị nna anyị ndị dị sit up no meeting malife eme program enwe Because how I solve this problem. I could remember no oge gboo na ayaga nwoke n'ọnwa anyị izizi as no nwunye nwunye metụzi anya ana chọọ the second wife onye ya bụ nwunye die introduce only die mana kịta na onye jide ofe na ya na onye ayara dịcha n'ofe ya ụmụ nwaanyị adị eju na-ana n'iyi life nwaanyị na life nwoke abụrụ ofu ama m na enwe so many of them n'obodo oyibo onye gbapụta ụmụ nwoke anyị gbapụta obodo oyibo akpụrụzi ya ịnọdị na na-acha akwụkwọ from iji akwụkwọ esetụla down ndị ọzọ anọdịle create ile obodo a population na be anyị need the population as well mana ụmụ nwaanyị anyị solve this problem, to be honest.
Of course, we will come to our women. We will come to them.
Yeah.
If you talk now, they say you evil. That is for anything that call us evil. We will finish that thing. When our brothers say anything that say we are evil, fighting to protect our people, they will see evil in return. It's a matter of time.
George Onyibe, you know what? Ofihe maludolu manya abuna. Abia n'obodo, right? Abia n'obodo. After enwe 1,000 women, enwe 2 men. Obodo ahụ na progress, enwe development in terms of population. Mana obodo ahụ na enwe 1,000 men with 2 women. That village anwugokwe, that country anwugo. It's a dead country because na high population. So I'm a core Catholic, but I have to face the reality. I have to say
if you talk in terms of even our tradition, the Catholic Church have respect for our tradition. 100%. The Catholic Church, that is why I say we don't attack denomination or we attack the idiot, individual religious idiot. Do you know in Catholic Church, in order to make provision for our culture, they created order of Semulumba, order of this, order of Theresa May, order of Melisleso, order so they created order for everybody. That is respect for our culture. Then some idiot Yoruba pastor are there destroying our land. I said 30% of Biafran women are second-hand wife, married for by Yoruba and hang somewhere to born idiot that will help to destroy us. And when they say, if you are a victim of this, you can only look for a way to change yourself. But you can't kill us because it is the true Biafrans that are dying. If I want to become a wealthy man now, I will go out and betray IPOB, let my whole generation die. I will kill all of you before I die. Is that not how to make money? Just drive motor for 1 year, kill all of you and die. After all, who knows what happens after death? This is what they do to us. But God forbid. We will rather die useless and hopeless, making sure we say Biafra till we die than to collect any idiot. How can you steal my money and give to me? And that is why our leaders say, when I was in Kuje, you couldn't even bribe me. Is it now? And people must know that truth. It's very bitter. If I tell them now, let's do like this, I say, you want to take my husband, you got to do this, you got to go and become second-hand wife. But they will know the truth. It's back to your root. Don't worry, my sister. We are going back to our root. Because that is the only thing that will save us.
That's the only thing. That is the only thing.
I happen to work with a family somewhere in Igirita. And when I'm talking about Biafra, the woman is from Anambra. His 2 sons will be challenging me. And one day I want to fall out with them. And their neighbor called me and said, no, say those 2 boys na Fulani. I said, I can't. He said their mother went to Sokoto Arugongo and came back with those 2 boys. I said, no wonder. And the next day I came there, they come to do gragra. I tell her and say, see, Fulani blood, no, they run in me. And their mother was like shocked. and I walk out on them. But the answer and if I talk now, some of them are listening to me, belly they bite, but thunder go fire them. I'm the son of my father. Sorry, tomorrow now, me and that person go war, say we they defend Biafra land. But in Papa na full man. That is why when people are talking, I'm looking at them, because no pure Biafran blood fight Biafran blood. When you begin to fight me unnecessarily, you need DNA test. Watch all the people who fighting Mazen and the Kano in the open. They need DNA test. Watch anybody fighting against IPOB. What did we do here? Did we kill anybody? Have we terrorized anybody? Watch those who are fighting at us vigorously. Why can't they debate our issue? And we went to court today. Did they come? Because they know. They tried anyway. They did their job well. But we are not in a hurry anyway. Go ahead, sister.
Nwunye afọ oke na onye a na ọ maala ya na ndị family na ọ ya ekwe ya na omume ifere ya ọsịcha na ọ ya bụkwa second wife, right? Mana ọ ya ejekwuru onye Awụsa obenye sọsọ suya nkịtị ka ọ ya enyi osolie ọfanyeli ọpa ọmụọla nwa ifere ha na-eme onye kedu ihe ndị Fulani ya ga ha bata ha na-achụ nwaanyị mfa ya ga ha atụ ime. Thank
you very much. No. They are just trying to burn a lot of idiots in our midst.
That is the only thing.
That is why when somebody comes and is talking to me, I'm just reading the person. Because so many of them are around. So many of them are around. Many of them in IPOB. Their job is but we know all of them. Our people must wake up. And when our people are okay, then we shall know who is deceiving who.
Because of, again, wedding and the traditional wedding. I'm a Boda Noah. Ndi Ocha, Madone Jegome traditional wedding. Madone traditional wedding. I am a copy. If I am the traditional wedding. You want to be for English wedding dealing a woman and Georgia. So I want to say a copy. Ndakana copy one can. Onye traditional wedding or dear Emeria wedding, Ophelia Okara bata. Back to our
very
root.
much.
I support you 1000% if there's anything like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada. We must continue. And having said that, this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. But before then, let me tell us something. Our people in the coastal region, the earlier you wake up, the better for all of us. When we say back to your roots, you based on the level of your derangement, you can react. Because some of them, these people they have finished dealing with us. When I tell you I'm broadcasting from Iyorugodo, those of you who know Iyorugodo, go and look at that bridge. The bridge in Iyorugodo now, it's not more than the bridge itself is not more than 4.5 to 6 meters wide. To build that bridge of, let's say, 6 by 12 meter size, to build that bridge, it took years. Julius Berger saw something. A bridge of about 5 feet by 12 feet. It took Julius Berger over 2 years to construct it. If they finish the bridge, it's an Iyorugodo, that is what they call it. If Julius Berger finish constructing, if they leave at night, in the morning, the bridge is gone. They will mount light, mount satellite, everything. If they come back the next morning, it's gone. Julius Berger is still there. They built that bridge. Sacrifice was made. They said there is so much power in that water. They had to make so much sacrifice for that river to let them build that thing today. But let me tell you something. As a child at about maybe 12 years old, I went to the river to swim. And when rain started falling, all of us will run away from the river. Because all the water from the town, some of them carrying those bins, they will end up in the river. And so let's say in about 1 or 2 hours after the rainfall, the river is always very dirty until the water takes away the muddy ones away. And so once it begins to rain, we run away from the river. And so that day I was far, far, far inside the river when it started raining. And everybody was like taking their gallons, keg, and running away. I jumped into the water. I went underground, swimming as fast as I can. Because, of course, if you know how to swim, you know when you are inside the water, you can swim faster than when you are on top. And as I was swimming under the water, I saw a little girl at my age. He swam past me. I was swimming to the ground. The girl was swimming inside the river. And I turned and I looked at the girl. The girl looked at me. She's a small girl at my age. She was tying scarf. And I looked at her. And I know in my community, there is no girl at that age that can swim to that level. I came out. I looked at the river. Everybody was gone. I was practically alone in the river. And I came home. And I told my parents, I don't know how they take it. But believe me, the image never left me. And know what I saw. I know what I saw. But they say, but they are going behind to sap all this power. Go to River Niger and see the ritualists they are doing there. He created heaven and earth. But he gave authority to men. But men took authority from men by blackmailing them. I will sign off from here. We shall continue from next episode tomorrow, God willing. Our people must understand about our history.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character form and structure of the identity, their backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords a people the platform on which to predict their future. Thus, just as every stream has a source, so every group of people has a beginning.
I had a voice on Radio Biafra, London is the mouthpiece of the Biafrans. None they can is his name. He made a vow to fight the end till our nation Biafra is restored. We love him, it's our mentor. Biafra is for real. Yeah, yeah. We'll keep on fighting till the end.
Anything you hear on Radio Biafra is the gospel truth.
I had a voice right in the air, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I come. I had a voice right in the air, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is near. It's telling me. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home. My home is telling me. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my name. Biafra is my home. My home. My home. For many years after the war, yeah, we be praying to give us a good leader. In Biafra land, to the place of Jufu. Until I wake up one day, one morning, I tune to my radio 102.1 FM, radio Biafra. All I had is love.
The people cannot predict the future if they do not know their
None the Gano's voice. I had a voice I did, yeah. Sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom, yeah. now I come. I the voice I didn't hear, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is me. It's telling me Biafra is my way. Biafra is my home. Biafra is my home, my home. It's telling me Biafra is my way. Biafra is my way. Biafra is my home, my home, my home. I had a voice I didn't hear, sounding like a thunder, calling for my freedom. Yeah, now I come. I had a voice I didn't hear, telling me to listen. Biafra freedom is me. It's telling me, Biafra is my way. Biafra is my way. Biafra is my way. My home. It's telling me, Biafra is my way. Biafra is my way. Biafra is my home. My home. It's telling me, Biafra is my way. Biafra is my way. Biafra is my way. My home. It's telling me, Biafra is my way. Biafra is my way. Biafra is my home. My home. My home.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth. For the rest of my life, be a loyal and dedicated servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We will serve you. We will not let you down. We are not going to retreat 1 inch. We will not surrender. Biafra will come.
He say, Biafra we come, Biafra we come. Me want the microphone,